There should be no law against killing people. I know it's a wrong thing, but hell, you restrict somebody from it, they're gonna want it more.
Cassie Jo Stoddart was a 16-year-old girl, destined for greatness. She had lots of friends, was a straight-A student, and stayed out of trouble. Ponticello, Idaho was a largely Mormon town in southeast Idaho, where life was simple and everyone felt safe. However, all of that changed in September 2006. On September 22, 2006, Brian Draper and Tori Adamczyk murdered Cassie Jo Stoddart. Horrendously, both murderers were her classmates and whom she thought were friends. Tori Adamczyk later stated he was inspired by the Scream horror film franchise.
We found our victim, and sad as it may be, she's our friend. But you know what? We all have to make sacrifices. Our first victim is going to be Cassie Stoddart. She's going to be alone in a big, dark house out in the middle of nowhere. How perfect can you get? I mean, like, holy shit, dude.
I'm horny just thinking about it.
Hell yeah.
Cassie had agreed to house sit for her uncle, Frank Contreras, and his wife, Allison, for the weekend at the Whispering Cliffs residence. That Friday night, her boyfriend, Matt Beckham, invited Brian Draper and Tori Adamczyk to come over to watch a movie. After a while, the two boys said that they'd rather go to a local movie theater instead, so they left.
It was 9:50, September 22nd, 2006. We know there's lots of doors. There's lots of places to hide. I unlocked the back doors. It's all locked. Now we just gotta wait.
Approximately 15 minutes after Adamczyk and Draper departed, the power at the Whispering Cliffs residence went out while Cassie and Matt were watching a movie. At that time, Matt called his mother to ask for permission to stay the night as Cassie was frightened. However, permission was denied. Matt was picked up by his mother a short while later. When Matt was about to leave, he called Adamczyk to inform him that he would be going home. After Brian Draper and Tori Adamczyk learned that Matt would go home, they re-entered the house. As they entered the home, Brian cut the lights at the circuit breaker, making the house inside pitch black. Whilst hiding in the basement, they hoped Cassie would go downstairs in order to put the power back on. However, Cassie stayed in the living room. So they went upstairs themselves a short time later, disguised with masks and dark clothing, and stabbed Cassie to death. The autopsy revealed that she had been stabbed approximately 30 times, with 9 to 12 of those wounds being fatal. Cassie's 13-year-old cousin was the one who found Cassie dead on the living room floor of the house nearly 2 days later, as the family did not return home until Sunday. 3 days later, Draper and Adamczyk were arrested and charged with the murder. In their interrogations, both of the assailants blamed each other, but it was later found that they had recorded a video of their plan to murder Cassie before the attack. They also revealed that they had intentionally cut the power, and that they had never gone to the movie theater. Instead, they had been waiting for Cassie to be alone so they could attack her. Horrendously, Matt and Adamczyk spent the following day together. Matt tried repeatedly to call Cassie throughout the day but was unable to get an answer. During the investigation, a video was found of Draper and Adamczyk talking about killing Cassie right after the murder had taken place.
I just killed Cassie. We just left her house. This is not a fucking joke.
I'm shaking.
I stabbed her in the throat and I saw her lifeless body just disappear. Dude, I just killed Cassie. Oh, fuck. That felt like fucking real. I mean, it went by so fast.
Shut the fuck up, we gotta get our act straight.
Okay.
Brian Draper led authorities to a canyon in which they had hidden the knives and clothing they had used when committing the murder. It was found out that he was enthralled by the Columbine High School shootings and admired the two shooters, Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold. Additionally, it was widely known that Adamczyk also had a strong interest in horror movies. While Cassie's entire family has undoubtedly suffered from grief as a result of this terrible loss, 3 family members in particular have been greatly impacted. Frank and Allison Contreras, whose house Cassie was murdered in, left their house that day and never went back. The local sheriff's office helped with temporary housing and cleaning up the scene of the crime, but the Contreras family could never bring themselves to go back. They have tried to sell the home each year since the attack, but no one wants to buy a house with such a history. Frank's stepdaughter, who had found Cassie's body, suffered a breakdown and attempted suicide.